ערובין פרק חס, משנה זין. Amas hamayim, a canal of water, shehi overes bechotze. This canal goes through the chotze from one end of the chotze to the other end of the chotze and continues to flow. And the dimensions of this amo are such that it is at least 10 tefachim deep and 4 tefachim wide. Then ein memalin heimeno b'Shabbos. You're not allowed to fill it from it on Shabbos because the chotze is a din reshus hayochid, and the amas hamayim is independent. It has a din of a caramelis, either because it's the water. It's considered a separate entity, and it's open at both ends, so it only has 2 mechitzas. Others suggest because the water is flowing, since the water is flowing through beyond the chotze, therefore it's not bottled to the chotze. Ein memalin heimenu b'Shabbos, you cannot carry from a caramelis into reshus hayochid. Elo im kein also lo mechitza gavoa asora. If you have a mechitza at the height of 10 tefachim, bakniso vayetzio, at the beginning and the end of the canal, and the mechitza would have to be, like we've learned in the previous Mishnah, inside the cavity of the canal, 10 tefachim, either in the water or above the water, like we learned in the previous Mishnah according to Beis Hillel. And then, if you've got proper mechitzas at the kediso, at the entrance of the water entrance, and at the exit, therefore it now becomes enclosed and becomes part of the reshus hayochid, and you can carry in from the canal into the reshus hayochid. Rabbi Yehuda Omer, Rabbi Yehuda says you don't need any special mechitzas. Kosel shal gabor tidon mishum mechitza. The mechitzas of the chotze itself, which cross over the canal, even though they don't go into the cavity of the canal, they would also constitute good mechitzas. Rabbi Yehuda l'shitosai, that we learnt in the previous Mishnah, that a mechitza teluyo b'mayim, you don't need any other conditions. It's a valid mechitza, even though it's a suspended mechitza. It doesn't actually go into the cavity of the canal, and it's just part of the mechitza of the chotze, but it goes over the canal. That is considered to be a good mechitza, and therefore it's all part of the reshus hayochid. Omer Rabbi Yehuda, Maise be'ama shel Ovel. Ovel is the name of a place. The Maise with the canal of Ovel, the shehu memalin mimeno al pisa kenim. B'Shabbos they used to take water from it, and with the reshus of the Talmidei Chachomim on Shabbos itself. So you see that no special mechitza is required. So the Chachomim responded to Rabbi Yehuda. Omru lo, they said to him, Mipnei shelo hoyo bo kashio. The shear, the measurements of this canal would not be big enough to constitute a caramelis. That is, either it was not 10 tefachim deep, so if it's not 10 tefachim deep, it wouldn't be an independent reshus, or alternatively, it was not 4 tefachim wide, and because it's not 4 tefachim wide, it wouldn't be considered a reshus of a caramelis, and it would be bottled to the reshus hayochid. That's why no particular mechitzas were required, a special mechitzas were required. It was part of the reshus hayochid, and therefore you cannot bring a raya from that particular case.